There's no question that God has a dream for every person. But with that dream always comes, with God's dream, there always comes hell's nightmare to try to steal that dream. And if you don't learn to endure the nightmare, you will never experience the dream. So many people give up and quit because they have a dream planted by God in their heart, but then comes the nightmare. A dream, again, is a projected destiny of where you shall be, where your family shall be, where your marriage shall be, where your life shall be. And never does God plant that in your heart with that dream that the enemy doesn't come with his nightmare. The dream is your destiny. The dream tells you where you're going. The nightmare is your pathway to it. Your adversity will advance you. The nightmare is the pathway to the dream that you're called to. Calvary was the pathway to the dream of the church. God said, I have a dream. I want a church. Jesus said, I'll build my church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. And hell said, I don't think so. We'll stop you. We'll nail you to a cross. But when Jesus stepped out of that tomb, guess what? The nightmare became the pathway to the dream. The purpose of the dream is twofold. The purpose of the dream is to give you a sense of destiny, that you're not just here wandering through life, that there is a sense of destiny, purpose, and calling that is upon your life. And you don't have to be in ministry to have a dream. God has a dream for every person. You're not an accident. And the dream is about a sense of destiny on your life. The second purpose of a dream is to inspire you to reach for it, to stretch, to get out of your comfort zone, to go beyond what you think you're capable of doing. That's what a dream that God plants in your heart will do for you. The nightmare is threefold. The nightmare, when you're going through darkness, when you're going through trial, when you're going through setback and adversity, then guess what? You're going to find out three things. The nightmare is about self-discovery. You're going to find out who you are. You're going to find out that your security cannot be in what other people say or feel about you. That at some point you have to get something inside of you that says, I believe it, and I don't care what anybody says. I know what God has told me, and you find out who you are. And not only is the nightmare about self-discovery, but it's also about God discovery. You'll find more about God in the darkness in your life than you will in the sunshine days. God said, I dwell in thick darkness. He actually said that. He said, I dwell in thick darkness. You'll learn more about God and who He is in the dark places, in the lonely places, in the times when you don't understand and you feel forgotten and you don't know who you are anymore and you don't know what's happening anymore. And God is strangely silent. And many of you are walking through that kind of darkness and you don't want to be alone, but God has you alone. He has you cornered. I promise you, He's doing a mighty, mighty work in your life. And you're going to find out who you are, and you're going to find out who God is. Jesus proved that you've got to go beyond the nightmare to get to the dream. When He hung on the cross and He rose the third day, Job proved that if you will endure the nightmare, you will experience the dream, and God blessed him double. And if you can't endure the nightmare, you'll never experience and walk in the dream. The closer you get to the fulfillment of your dream, the tougher that it gets. Don't let the nightmare steal your dream. In Genesis 28, Jacob went to Bethel and he put his head on a stone. And God opened up the heavens and gave him a dream for his life. If you'll put your head on the rock, God will give you your dream. Get your head in the right place and the heavens will open. God's dream for your life will come when you start putting your head in the right place. If you get the dream from heaven, notice that the pillow became a pillar, that text said. Said He then made it a pillar, and He poured oil on it, and He built the house of God, Bethel. The pillow became a pillar, and if you get a dream from heaven, you can build on it. You can build your life on it. What God tells you, He'll perform. I'm preaching to somebody who needs to get some determination. I'm preaching to somebody who needs to get a spirit that says, I will not quit. I will not give up. I will not let up, because I know what God has promised me. He's laid His hand on you. He started it. He's going to finish it. He promised it. He's going to perform it.
Are you gonna follow God fully? Not just out of your painful past, but into the dream that God has for you that completely contradicts your reality, contradicts your emotions? Follow God fully, fully, all the way till the end, till every dream God has on your zip code for you is fulfilled by Him in Jesus' mighty name. What's inside of your spirit? Are you carrying grudges? Is your spirit not free from the pain of the past? You have to free your spirit from the pain of the past. And you have to fill yourself with the picture of God's prophetic future for your life. Hold on to that picture even if it contradicts everything inside of you, because God's Word, which created the reality you have the luxury to enjoy, God's Word is powerful to change that reality. That's why you will see people better than you, more talented than you, people with better education than you, people looking better than you, talking better than you, but they might go higher than you. Why? Not because they're better than you. Their spirit is different. When God gives you a word, it's a picture that becomes a reality for your future. Now you also have to be patient, but when you keep that picture, God will make it happen.